Hi guys, and welcome to this week's AlakazamMagicUK Live. I'm just showing you this little sign here because it was changed last week, I do believe, to the Harry and Wayne show. So I thought I'd change that back. But as per usual, we are joined by Harry and Wayne, who I'm going to bring in a moment. But before we do that, on the 29th of this month, we have got another product launch, and here's a little bit of information about it.
In 2009, we here at Alakazam released an effect that took the magic world by storm, and now it's back and better than ever.
Right, so that is the product launch happening Thursday the 29th at 7 PM on Facebook and YouTube. So make sure you join us then. It's a great trick, and we have got a brand new version of it as well. So there's two versions being released on that evening. But without further ado, let's introduce the two guests today, or the two regulars. They're not really guests. It's Harry and Wayne.
Hello.
And how are you
How
guys?
are you? I don't feel like a guest. I've taken my shoes off.
Oh,
You're
mine
sort
are
of,
still on, mate.
You are more like a regular than a guest now. So even though you're still a guest, and I will say a big thank you to Wayne Goodman, because I had a deal of them last night with Leo, but all my internet packed up, and Wayne stepped up and took my spot.
And shoes to fill they were, Peter.
You
big
what,
shoes
mate?
to fill, and I tried to do your accent, but I couldn't get it down.
Go on, give it a go.
What was it like?
Oh, I'm Peter. Say your cheese. I didn't do that. I didn't do that. Oh, Peter. No, I didn't do that.
Oh my God. I did try and tune in last week.
The Irish group last night, the Ulster Magic Society, what a lovely group of people they were as well.
Oh,
so they were
fantastic.
fantastic. I know we've got a few of them watching today because I told them about it last night. So hi guys, and yeah. Sorry, Peter, go on. Yeah, did you have a good week last week?
Do you know what? We had a lovely week. We went to the New Forest to celebrate our anniversary. Really good. And I did try and tune in. I did catch a couple of minutes of it, but the signal was terrible up there. But yeah, you two looked like you were having a lot of fun.
Well, it was all right.
It was.
And
It was good.
That handsome bloke won the competition.
Yeah, I can't believe you won the competition.
That's ridiculous, isn't it? What a fix. But no, it was good. Yeah, it was a good quiz actually. Some cool questions in there, so that was good fun. Someone obviously won the quiz winner's mug, so let us know in the comments if you've received it. There was a special little discount code going around, which some people took advantage of, which was cool.
Oh yeah.
Lucy was there last night, I think, as well.
Yes, she was. Yeah, Lucy was there. She helped me with the butterfly effect, I believe.
Oh,
beautiful.
Great.
And she was very good with it as well. She did very well. She did very well.
Very nice.
There was a sneaky little last weekend, wasn't there? A sneaky little discount code.
There was.
Yeah, for most of Dad's product was good.
So we've got quite a few people here on the chat. We've got the fabulous Mr. Jeff Partner joining us today. Hello, Jeff. We've got David Hand. We've got the lovely Lucy. We've got Jonathan Allwood, John Williams, Ian Raymond Walker, Alex Fern, Tony Middleton, Walter McGurn, and Darren Bain, Roger Thompson. I can't name everyone, but there's There's a good few people. All the regulars are here, so it's lovely to see you all. I hope you're all having a good week, and I know a lot of you most probably don't watch the football, but Italy's playing tonight, so I'll be watching that. Hey,
boom, bada bing, doing well, aren't we?
Yeah.
Very good.
Doing well.
Both we, half England, half Italy, all doing good.
England.
Yeah, exactly, and it's going to be an England final as well. Also, there's going to be a trick performed live later on, I believe, a sneak peek into something that's coming out in the future.
What's that?
So that's exciting. Something I said, there's going to be a live performance of an effect that's a sneak peek.
Oh yeah.
It hasn't been released yet, so that's going to be good.
Yeah, yeah. So, Harry, we have been waiting for a parcel to turn up for about a month or so, or even longer, 6 weeks. The stuff is now in. So
it is.
Shall
I go and grab it?
Yeah, you go and grab it. I'm going to play one of the trailers.
All right, let me go and grab it.
Okay. Here we go. Wayne, I'm just going to drop a trailer. Here we go. We trailer roulette. I don't know which one it is. So here we go. So that was Sugar. Oh, Harry's still not back.
He's talking, that's what he's doing.
Oh, my word. Harry.
Well, while he's not here, can I just say a very, very happy birthday to Mr. Wayne Dobson for yesterday? It was his birthday.
Oh, yes. Yes. Happy birthday, Wayne. What a legend. It was his birthday yesterday, yeah.
It was his birthday, yes.
So, guys, if you've got any questions for us about new products or just about us in general, pop them here in the chat. So, Harry, what have you got in? We've just seen the trailer to Sugar. So we've got Sugar.
Got Sugar in stock, guys. It looks wicked, doesn't it? It does look pretty sick. Look great. A lot you can do. Sea Life. Now, Sea Life actually looks wicked. Basically, you've got a glass of water, you wave like a handkerchief over the top of it or whatever, a silk, whatever, and then there's a fish in there, right? But the good thing is, obviously, with effects like this, normally it's like a lot of faffing about and stuff like that, you know, but this one makes it so much easier, and the glass you get of it is obviously acrylic, so you haven't got to worry about it smashing and stuff like that. And if you have got a fish at home, it's a cool thing to do, just with a fish, you know what I mean, just have a glass by it, do something cool like that, and then it's your fish, pop it back straight in the tank. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, anyone that knows the way that these sort of effects usually work, they were quite sort of not very nice for the fish, but this way it's always in the glass. That's the nice thing. So there's no sort of holding it in concealed spaces and stuff. So Sea Life is in, and then we do have the other one, which is Slide. Shall I quickly drop the trailer for that?
Yeah, drop the trailer for Slide, because this one again is so visual. It looks wicked.
Okay, here we go. So that's Slide, and they're in stock now as well, right?
Yeah, they're in stock, ready to go. And the cool thing is, obviously, you can perform that one close up. You know, it's not just like a YouTube trick. You know what I mean? It is. Yeah, it's really, really nice, really cool. And obviously, the good thing is with that is it's going to fit straight through your letterbox. You ain't got to worry about a big thing coming through. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Little treat for England win the Euros. Banging.
Lovely. There's a few questions coming. Do we have a release date for the reprint of Steve Deller's Will to Read for the Wallet series? That is in production now. So I reckon maybe next month sometime should be back in stock. And then there was a question from Darren Bain about a companion deck for Poison. That is, we have got samples of that. We're just working on routines, and we're just making some final tweaks to it with additional cards, because it's going to be a utility that you can do a lot of stuff with. So it's going to be very well worth the wait. But
100%.
we've got some.
I know he's been waiting for that one for ages, hasn't he?
Yeah. But we've got some great stuff coming out. I mean, I don't want to sort of hype about it because we don't really talk too much about what the products are. But we've got some great stuff, and even today, we're going to be. There's a few tricks we're relaunching in the next few months as well. Which anyone that's only been, buying from Alakazam or only been in Magic 5-6 years, most probably have never seen it. And we've made changes to them all. We've made improvements to them all. The only one that hasn't really changed is Will to Read, because it really done everything it needed to do. But the one that I've been sort of working on at the moment, it was a great trick as it was, and it's now going to be a mini act with 3 different effects, which I spoke to Wayne about earlier and Harry. So I reckon that will be out in a couple of months as well. But we got some really, really good things coming out, and we've got a very big announcement happening hopefully next month, and we're going to have a very special live event as well to make the announcement. It's really exciting to make the announcement, and there's going to be some interesting stuff going on. But this is something we've been working on for quite a while. Sorry, mate.
Will there be cake?
We can get a cake. Yeah, we can have a cake.
You won't have one though, up there.
Just to make it really special, have a cake.
To be fair, it is going to be good, because and as well, it'll be like some giveaway bits. But yeah, it's just that it's going to be an exciting evening. It's something that's been happening in the background for so long. And Michael Wicked, he's very much enjoying performing Sudoku 2.0. So many people in the Facebook group have been putting up performances and like different routine ideas and stuff like that. Some using mental dice, some using DFB, different things like that. And it's so good, honestly. It's had such a good response, and we have got a decent amount left, and we are going to start doing refills again. But we're just waiting for the cards to arrive and stuff like that, and then we can start counting them out and doing bits and bobs like that. But I know you guys
refills should go on sale next week.
Yeah, I know you guys are flying through the performances.
Very busy. Sorry, Harry. The Facebook page has been very, very busy, with lots of people posting and questions and whatnot. And Mars, I know he's been on there quite a lot, responding to questions and whatnot as well. So it's been a really, really busy page on Facebook.
Mark, absolutely.
There's always whiskey, Mark.
Yeah, I was going to say as well, because I send out the stuff here, it doesn't baffle me, but it's just crazy still how many of you guys are picking up Swindle still. Do you know what I mean? Like some of the regulars, if you guys haven't got Swindle, honestly, check it out, because it is so good. Every time I perform it, it just gets such a good smile on my face when you perform it. Now, it's so simple, but that's going to stick with your spectator for so long, thinking, what if I pick the bloody other tin, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? So Swindle, definitely check out. And Andy performed Sudoku the other day, yesterday actually, and it does just get such a good reaction, and that was one of the first time Andy's performed Sudoku. It got a great reaction, but you don't have to worry about remembering anything or learning anything, because you literally, it's basically an instruction card in your hand. Do you know what I mean? You haven't got to worry about working anything out or doing anything like that. It literally tells you what to do, which is good as well, to have in your wallet at a moment's notice.
Can I just say about Swindle? If you're on the edge, if you're on the fence about it, because you know it's 2 tins you've got to carry, I will very quickly say that as a working professional, my pocket space, what I call my real estate, is very precious. You know, if I'm going to put something in my pocket, it's got to have a real valid reason for being there because I can only carry so much. And Swindle, it is 2 tins, but it takes up very little space in your pocket.
Yeah,
very,
less
very
than a
little space
deck of cards.
Oh, much less. In fact, what I do with mine is I have 1 tin in each of my back pockets. I don't really sit down. So when I'm working, when I go to do the trick, I just reach into both back pockets and bring out both tins together. And therefore, it's not even taking up one of my main pocket spaces. I know on the picture it looks like 2 tins and whatever, but it doesn't take up lots of room. And it's such a great trick to have and such powerful reactions from it. You know, it should be in every performer's case and in their pockets when they're working.
Yeah, 100%.
100%.
And Michael said he's looking forward to Craig Petty's next release. He's heard there's another one. We've actually got 3 or 4 products of Craig's that are going to be coming out towards the end of this year or early next year. And at least 2 of those are wallet series effects.
And for those of you who don't know, the wallet series are obviously standalone effects that you don't need anything else to perform with. So you just put it in your wallet and that's all you need. You don't need to add a deck of cards, add this, add that. It's just that is what you need.
Yeah. So we've got some great stuff happening there. David Hand said that Swindle and Stuku are both going to be performed at a large barbecue in a few weeks. Good man.
Nice. Good, David. Love that. We did get some penguin bits in the other day. I think we've sold out of snaps now. They went pretty fast, and we've still got a few other bits as well. So check out the site. You know, again, misprint I think is wicked, and I think when I first saw the trailer, I sort of overlooked it, but playing with it, it is wicked. It looks so good in real life as well. You know, up close, it really looks like it's morphing. So if you guys are sort of reevaluating your routines and stuff like that before you go back out and thinking, oh, I've done an ambition for so long, but you feel like doing a little change, this is a great way to do it, you know, because you can morph the back of a card if you want, the front of it, and it's just a nice little phase even before they pick a card. You know, you can like spread through, show that's dodgy, fix it, and then get them to pick a card, you know, just as a little extra phase in there for no real work at all. It's definitely worth checking out.
Yeah, 100%. Who wants to see a trick?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Here we go. So let me bring this up. So, guys, who shall I do this on? I'll do this on you, Harry Boat. Harry, a friend of mine in America, he always sends me a little letter, and inside here he sort of has a little bit of a prediction. And I'll tell you, he gets it right every time. But we had this question in our minds. Can he only predict what I'm going to do, or can he predict what other people are going to do? So let's try and see whether he can predict what you're going to do. All right?
Okay.
So over here, just a normal deck of cards. You can see the cards are all different. Yes?
Yep.
And I should think there are jokers somewhere. I need to remove the jokers. There we go. Now, in a moment, Harry, you're going to make some choices, but the choices are going to be yours. You can ask me to shuffle.
Yep.
You can ask me to cut.
Yep.
Or you can ask me to deal.
Okay.
But what's going to happen is we're going to shuffle, we're going to cut, and we're going to deal until there's a pile on the table. Whenever you want to stop, whatever's left in my hand, we're going to get rid of. So what do you want to do first? Do you want to deal a few, shuffle a few, or cut?
Let's go for a cut first, please.
Cut first. And now a few deals?
Yeah, a couple deals, please.
Just 2 or a few more? It's up to you.
Go on, a few more.
You say stop.
Stop.
Okay.
Shuffle.
Now, shuffle.
A cut.
Oh, cheeky.
One more shuffle. And then deal down 4, please. And then that's done. That's me done.
Okay.
Happy.
Right. So we're going to deal these into 2 piles. And we're going to take the top card of each pile, okay? Going to place them right here, but I will show you that these are all different because we shuffled, we cut, and we dealt.
Happy.
Okay, so all the cards are all different. But now you've got two cards to choose from. You have the one in my left hand, the one in my right hand. So this is the right, this is the left. Which one would you like?
Your left hand one.
This one?
Yep.
In fact, I'm going to show you it. We're going to be fair. That's the 8 of hearts. Now, do you want to swap the 8 of hearts for the card in my right hand, or do you want to keep the 8 of hearts? Choice is yours.
What do you think, Wayne? You choose.
I'd keep it.
Go on, keep it.
Keep it. So your other choice would have been the King of Spades. All right.
Bloody hell. Yeah.
But it was a totally free choice. There's no way that I could have controlled any of your actions there. Is that fair?
No. Yep.
I haven't even looked what my friends put in the envelope, but we'll have a look together.
Oh.
It's a red card. And of course, it is.
Look at that.
The 8 of hearts.
Boom. You cheeky boy.
How cool is that?
Nice.
Lovely.
Yeah, that's wicked. Love that. Love that a lot.
There you go. There's a little trick from me to you.
That's beautiful. How did you come up with that one? When did you come up with that one?
I've been playing with it. Yeah, but well, that was the basic version. We have sort of changed it since then. But I was going to show it last night and teach it on the lecture stroke dealer den, but obviously I couldn't get on. So yeah, I might put that out as a free download to people.
That'd be nice. People will like that, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple, but it's direct and it's super commercial for a lay person. You know, it will blow their mind.
Yeah, no, it's so good, so good, isn't it?
But it's yeah, it's super simple. And I've got another one to show you in a moment as well, which is this.
Oh yeah, that's lovely. I love that.
So I'll show you. I'll tell you a little bit. I'll tell you a little bit about it and the background to it later. So
sweet.
Wayne, have you got anything for us today?
I have. Can I just say thank you, first of all, very quickly to everybody who's been messaging me or commenting on the videos for the Wayne's Wednesdays Wizarding Wonders. It's really good to see the feedback we're getting.
No, you can't say that.
On YouTube. What's that?
No, you can't say that.
I can't say that. Oh, I won't say that then. I won't say that.
All right.
And talking of free effects, I've just had an email to say that you should have received my latest download for you, Peter. When I was talking about giving away, doing another freebie for the site.
Yes. So I'm gonna edit that, and that will be up and ready for people hopefully by the weekend.
Another freebie. That's good going, isn't it?
That's ridiculous, isn't it? How can you have another freebie? That's mental.
But I've got a trick here. Now, this trick actually is one that we released as a download. I think it was one of your first downloads.
Wow. Shall I bring you up full screen?
Do it. Let's do it. I'm going to do it to Harry. I'm not sure if I did this on the live before or not. But,
okay, let me just get a screen up with you and Harry. Hang on.
David Hand says he likes all the talking in code. Do you know, David, just for you actually, me and Peter were talking earlier on that I've been working on a trick to do with conspiracy theories. Me and Peter and Harry were talking about that earlier on. Did you know, Harry, this is true. About 10 years ago, I put together a show. I was booked to do a show all about conspiracy theories, and then it got cancelled. I wonder why that was.
Gosh, they don't get any better, do they? You cheeky boy.
It's true though. And conspiracy theories are really big. Like, I was reading the other day while Peter's getting the video cams up. 30% of people believe that man didn't go to the moon, and 60% of people. Well, yeah, and 60% of people believe that man existed at the same time as dinosaurs, which didn't happen. 47 people believe the world is round, and 80% of people believe that aliens have visited us. It's mental.
Wow. Let me know.
Absolutely mental.
Okay,
Right,
so
let me show you this. I'm going to tilt my camera forward. Harry, we're going to do a trick together, and I'd like to choose a card. Let me just get it so it's in shot. I'm going to deal cards down to the table, and I would like you to say stop whenever you like. So I'm just going to deal down. You can just say stop whenever you like.
Stop.
Okay, now there's the one down here, or there's the one up here. Which one would you like, the table or the card?
On the table, please.
This one here. Okay, I'm going to slide it forward. I'm going to put that back there. Now, I'm generally not going to look. Okay, so I'm not going to look at what the card is, but I'm going to hold it up to the camera so you can see. Seriously, I'm not looking. I'm looking the other way. Can you see that card?
Yep.
Is it in shot? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Go back down again. I'm coming back. Okay. Just say stop for me.
Stop.
Okay, so I'm just going to slide it in there, and I think that's probably about as fair as I can make that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you chose a card. It's lost in the pack, and I'm going to try and find the card. Now, to do this, I'm going to give the cards a couple of cuts, and I'm going to try and find one card. Let's just do a quick one of those as well. I'm going to try and find one card. I'm going to try and get the card. Actually, most people would give me like 3 chances. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to take out, I'm going to take those 3 cards here. So I've got 3 cards here, and I'm hoping that one of these cards is your card, Harry. And I've got the Jack of Spades, the Jack of Hearts, and the Ten of Spades. Is one of those cards, Harry, your card?
Yeah, it is, to be fair, yeah.
What a great trick.
You've done well there.
Yeah.
But...
Well, it's 52 cards down to 3. I think that's pretty good. Okay, I'm going to get rid of one of the cards. I'll get rid of one of the cards. I'm going to get rid of the Ten of Spades. I'll place that here, and that leaves us with the Jack of Hearts and the Jack of Hearts and the Jack of Spades. Okay, and I'm guessing that's not your card. I'm guessing one of these is your card. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay. Now I've got a problem. Now, if I tell you what the card is, then it's just a 50-50 chance I'm going to get it right. So you're going to tell me what the card was, and I'm going to prove that I knew it. What was your card?
Jack of Hearts.
I knew it, and that's why I placed it on the front. Ta-da! No, I know you're thinking. You're thinking if you'd have picked the Jack of Spades, you would have shown the card behind it, but that wouldn't have worked either, as that's also the Jack of Hearts. And do you remember the Ten of Spades that I had? Because that wasn't either. That was also a
Jack way.
It's not no way. It's way no. Not only that though, every other card is also your card. The Jack of Hearts.
Lovely.
Every card. Check it out.
Very nice. Very nice.
And that is clone.
That is really good. So what? That's on the site as a download.
That is on the site. It's been on the site for about 10 years now.
Wow.
As a download, and it's it's one of those hidden treasures that's there, and but on the download, I believe I teach you how to make it all. I just need a couple of things, very easy to make, very easy to do. So yeah, check it out.
Brilliant.
Sweet. That's wicked. Very nice.
Nice trick. It started off actually as a stage trick. I haven't got it here, with 3 giant cards, and then I started doing it close up, and then I was at a gig and I just decided to add the one-way force deck to the pack, to the 3 cards, and it makes it so much sense. So at the end now you get that lovely, it's almost like the end of the Svengali deck where all the cards become the same, except it's not long and short, so they can pick up the cards and they can check out the deck and see that they are just normal cards, just all the same. But yeah,
that is brilliant.
Lovely.
Really nice. So before I show you this, I want to tell you we've got a couple of academies coming up. We've got some really good names joining us. We have got Chris Congreve coming up. Now, I know Chris has got a lot of fans out there. His magic is super commercial, super fun, and here's a little video of him telling you about it.
So for the last 18 months, we've not been performing any shows, due to the lockdowns in various countries all around the world. And I've been working on some new material, which is what I'm going to share with you on my next AlakazamMagicUK Academy. It's stuff using cards, coins, but they've all got one thing in common: they use something extra. So that can be a gimmick card, an extra card, a gimmick coin. It's all stuff that you're going to have lying around that you can get hold of easily. There's self-working effects, as well as sleight of hand stuff, as well as routines that are going to enhance what you already do. And there's one particular routine that I think you're going to love, because you're going to leave your spectators with your business card, which has now become an impossible object. They're going to show all your friends, and you're going to get more work from. So join me, Chris Congreve, on my next AlakazamMagicUK Academy, which is called One More Thing.
So that's Chris Congreve. He's coming to the Academy next month. So the tickets are on sale now. Go and grab them while it's at the early bird.
I will just say Rick Holcomb's Academy is next as well, and that's wicked. It's a coin one that's sort of all based around... it's called like Fit in Your Pocket, and basically it's all based around objects that you can fit in one pocket, so in like a little coin purse, so you don't need anything else apart from that, and you've got about 15-20 minutes of solid material.
And he is amazing. He's amazing.
He is quality.
Yeah. And we're speaking at the moment, we're speaking to Diamond Jim as well, who's putting together an academy which is going to be sort of on like his Bamboozlers books. So some sort of bar bets, tricks and puzzles and stuff like that, which will be really interesting. And Chris Congreve, as much as we can with the UK ones, we're going to be filming them back in the studio as well. So obviously the international ones will still be done online, but the other ones will be done, like Chris Congreve's coming down to the studio. I believe we've got Wayne Fox as well doing an academy, which will be phenomenal. So yeah, and Mr. Carey as well. Carey's back in the UK, and he's going to be doing a couple of academies with us before the year is out as well. So yeah.
Where's John Carey been?
He has been to Greece, I think. He's just been out there for like 6 weeks or something. And he's come back for a bit, and then he's going back again. Living the dream is our John.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Nicholas Mavress has got a course coming up as well, I think.
Yeah, he has, which is going to be amazing. He showed me one of the effects from it, and to say it fooled me is an understatement.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
Yeah, no, it's he's got so many good effects on there, actually. It's going to be so exciting, isn't it? So good.
Most certainly. Ian Raymond Walker said these things could become the Sporran collection instead of the wallet. So, shall I show you this? Now, about...
Go on, mate. This is sick.
It for me, this one?
Yeah, well, you know what it is because you've got one. So about 10 years ago, when I used to perform professionally, I used to do invisible deck and walk around. Now, anyone that performs, especially if they're doing things like weddings or corporates, or even private parties, usually you perform in two or three different scenarios on the same night. So you usually do a mix and mingle section, then you hit them when they're at the tables, and then maybe you do a bit of stand-up after. Now, one of the things you've got to really make sure is that your walk-around set and your table set is different. Now, I had it where I did a gig with a friend of mine, Mike Davis, and he did my mate Mike. He did all the tricks I did at the tables, walk around. So we were both walking around doing our walk around set, and when we hit the tables, everything on my sort of table set was in his walk around set, like spoon bending and stuff like that. And it just sort of, so from that point on, I sort of really made sure that everything was different. Now, I used to use the invisible deck all the time in a walk around situation, but then I came up with a routine that I wanted to do at tables, and it ended or one of the final revelations was an invisible deck. So I understood I couldn't do that in the walk around. So I created the predecessor to what I'm going to show you now. Now, I will tell you, this isn't what I class a magician faller. This was part of my working set. And the original version of it didn't have this presentation. I wanted something that I could play very, very quickly. But then I came up with this presentation about a year or so ago. So we'll do it on you, Wayne, even though you know what the effect is. But are you into your movies?
I love movies. It's my big thing.
Is your big thing? Well, for me, I'm a big movie buff, and one of my favourite movies, especially from sort of the 80s, was a movie called Big, starring Tom Hanks. And the thing that I really loved about that movie was the fortune-telling machine, the Zoltar machine. And if you don't know the movie, Tom Hanks is a young boy, wishes that he was big, and the next day he wakes up as an adult. A few days later, realises he wants to be a kid again. When they go back to the machine, it's moved. It's gone with the fair. So the whole show is about tracking down this machine. Now, about 10 years ago, me and Jenny were over in New York. And I don't know if you realise, but the fun fair that Big was filmed at was actually based in New York. And it was the 30th anniversary of the film. And to promote the 30th anniversary, they were moving the Zoltar machine as a publicity stunt from hotel to hotel. And we didn't know this, but one night when we walked into our hotel, the machine was there in the lobby, and they were selling the DVD and giving away T-shirts. And Jenny bought this. I don't know if you can see that properly. This is Zoltar's mind-reading playing cards. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, Wayne. I've got no idea how these work. They just do. There's a message on the bottom of the box for you. Can you see that?
Think of a card.
Have you got one?
Yep. Not the Joker. Okay. Name the card. It's the Two of Hearts. I knew you would say that. No, really.
The Two of Hearts, right?
That is the choice.
Let me show you this. Because over here, you're going to see there are 52 different playing cards. But you chose the Two of Hearts, right?
Yep.
Now, the thing is with Zoltar, he always knows. Now, this is Zoltar's deck. Every card has got Zoltar's face on the back. Apart from the one card that you chose, which happens to be the only card with a red back. Now, that was something that I did walkabout for ages, and I put the card in their hand, they turn over the card. It just gave me that instant hit. If I wanted to do it as a very quick piece of mind reading, as a prediction, or alternatively, give it a bit more of a presentation, that was it. And this is, I call this Zoltar's opener. It's not officially released yet, but these are hidden on our website. So if you're interested in one, you can grab one, just search for Zoltar's opener. And I will say as well, it's any playing card.
It's sick.
Yeah.
It's so cool. And I love the box presentation, you know, where you spin it and stuff like that. I think it's so cool. So cool.
I was saying last night, I did that on Saturday at my family party I did, which was it was a baby's first birthday, and there's lots of adults there. Two things about it which really, really work at the moment. One, if you are doing shows and people are still being a bit hesitant and want a bit of social distancing, it's great because they're not picking a card out. You're holding the deck up and getting them to read it. So it's great for the social distancing, but it plays really well to groups. It plays brilliantly one-on-one, but it plays really well to a group of people, and it gets a laugh. When you do that and you show the box and then you turn it on the side and it's got the message there, it gets a really big laugh. People really like it. They like the silliness of it.
Yeah, it's great. I will say as well, this is the prototype one, so the box isn't glossy. Have you got your one there, Wayne?
Yeah, let me just grab it.
Because yours will be a new one, won't it? With the new glossy box and everything. Don't know where my glossy one is. Is it behind me? I don't know. But yeah, guys, if you're interested in, there you go. Look at that. I mean, that makes, compared to mine.
What a story.
Compared to mine, the colours pop on yours.
It's got my ring light. Let me just turn that ring light off a second. Hold on.
Yeah, the colours come through so much more on the glossy box.
There we go. Still light enough. So there's the think of a card.
Not the Joker.
Not the Joker. Name your card. I mean, that looks so clear.
Yeah. Yeah, they're great. So this isn't officially going to be out for another few months, but they are, like I said, they're hidden on the website. All you have to do is go up there in the search box, just put Zoltar's opener, and you can get yourself a copy before anyone else. But it is one of those great effects. It's simple, it's direct, and you can present it in less than 10 seconds, or you can build it up to a couple of minutes. But yeah, it's great.
Andrew McCrory has put a question up. So this is kind of my bag, isn't it?
Yeah, that is your bag.
What I would say is, I mean, it'll take too long to really go into it now. But if there's anybody, first of all, we've got the Wayne's Wednesdays Wizarding Wonders, which is showing off not just new tricks or unseen tricks, but there's some golden oldies on there. Like last week, we did the Duck Norris, which is my version of Dippy Duck. And we did the colouring books 2 weeks before that. So there's lots of different options there. But what I would say is if anybody like Andrew, if you are thinking about getting into doing kids magic, we have got some things in the works at AlakazamMagicUK. We've got some ideas that will be coming to light shortly, hopefully. But also, if you're looking at getting stuff now, feel free to message me through Facebook, through the Discord, and I will happily give you some tips and advice. Even if I get 200 messages, I will go through all of them. And if anybody wants to, any help choosing tricks that are going to match what you want to do, get in touch, and I'll help you any way that I can.
Brilliant.
How's that?
That's great. But yeah, Wayne's your man if you're into kids magic shows or family friendly ones. But like Wayne said, check out his video because every 2 weeks, Wayne is basically investigating tricks that are good for family audiences. And sometimes you even put a couple of presentations down if you're performing just for kids or if you wanted to make it a bit more family. So you really explore the different ways that tricks can be done. And some of the tricks you talk about as well, you wouldn't think are kids' tricks, but you can add a performance that kids will love to it.
Do you know what? Dippy Duck is a prime example of that. Every magician I've seen do Dippy Duck, they bring the duck out, they make the head bob a couple of times, they pull out a card, and that's it. When in fact, that prop has got so much potential. And on the show, on the video, I talk about getting a blank deck of cards and making up food types, or picking out things, or writing happy birthday and all the rest of blank. You can do so much with it, and really, really turn it into a. It's a space colouring book available. Yes, it is. It's on the website. It's on the AlakazamMagicUK website.
It's called the Rocket Book. If you search for Rocket Book, we do have them on the site.
But yeah, there's so much life in these things. I did the Rocket Book on when was that? Saturday. I did a children's birthday party on Saturday, and they were 9 years old, and that's an awkward age with kids because they're starting to become a little bit more mature and grown up, and they don't want magic wands so much. They want more sophisticated tricks. And so I didn't do the colouring book. I did the Rocket Book, and it went down a storm. And there was one boy, and every time I turned the book around and did it again, it was still facing upwards, he was screaming. And I really didn't expect it. I wasn't expecting that from that age group. And then when I turned it sideways and it still worked, and he literally rolled onto his back and he put his head over his hands and he was like, I can't take this anymore. And that was literally 5 minutes into the show, and I thought, oh, this is going to go a lot better than I thought it was. 9-year-old boys, you know, they're not an easy audience, but no. But yes, if you've got any questions, don't hesitate. Drop me a message on Facebook. Drop me a message on the Discord. I will happily answer all of them and guide you the best I can. And like I said, we have got some things coming, especially there's one project that I'm hoping to get. I've got most of it here ready, actually, that, you know, if you are new to children's magic, will be something that will really benefit you. I'll speak to Peter again about it after. Maybe we could look at putting that on maybe like for next month or the month after or something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Yes, indeed. John, yes, it is. It's called Zoltar's Opener. So
that's sick, that, and they're here, so I can get them sent out as well.
It does look great as well. You know, you bring that out, and you know, and I said when I did it at the weekend, I said to the family party, and I said, "Oh, who remembers the film Big?" And like most of the hands were like, "Oh yeah, I really like that film. It's a really cool film." And then as soon as I mentioned Zoltar, there's nothing else needed. They knew who I was talking about. They knew you know, it's not a made up character that no one's heard of. Once you mention the film, if they know it, then they know exactly who it is.
And the thing is, I've done it to people that haven't seen Big, don't know what Big is. And I say, have you seen the film Big? And they go, no. And you go, oh, well, they had these sort of they had a mind reading machine. And these are mind reading playing cards. I've got no idea how these work, but they always do. Let's try it. So you just go through it. You know, it doesn't matter whether they've seen it or not. If they have seen it, you can just give a bit more patter about the movie and the machine and everything else. But yeah, for me,
don't do what I did. Don't do what I did. If they hadn't seen it, I downloaded it to my phone
and showed them the whole movie.
And then I showed them the trick afterwards. It was a good way to kill 2.5 hours, though.
That was the gig over. But it's for me, it was great because it's just one of those things that's just a quick, and for a lay person, it's a killer. The one card they've named is the only card with a different coloured back. You know, you can't get any more direct than that, really. But yeah, when it comes to kids stuff, we've got a few things in the pipeline as well.
Yes, yes.
There's a great, I'm not going to say too much about it because we'll be talking about this in our big announcement next month or something. But there's a great close-up effect for kids that we've got coming out, which is really good. And you've got a couple of kids bits coming out. One of them we're having designed at the moment, which I'm really looking forward to getting the prototypes for.
I've seen 2 of the images so far, and like what was the message I was sending to you afterwards? I was buzzing. I was like, they look, because the big thing about kids magic is it's got to look good. You know, it's
colourful, bright, modern.
Yeah, it's got to be Disney, Pixar kind of characters, big bold images, colours. It's got to be showy. And as soon as I saw the first pictures that you sent me, the concepts, I was like, oh, they look amazing. I just cannot wait to use that in the show now. So yeah. But yes, there are lots of ideas in the works, and hopefully it will be a good thing. And you know, I think a lot of people out there, you know, I don't think they realise that kids shows don't have to be as hard as you might think they might be. I'm definitely not one of those magicians that hits myself on the head every 5 minutes and falls over. I can't stand that type of stuff. So I'm very much I'm doing a show and you are watching, kind of like old school, as it were. And you know, it opens up so much more opportunity to work. You know, you go out and you do and if you don't want to do a kid's birthday party where the kids are going to be hyper excited on chocolates and sweets and bouncy castles and running around and everything else, then look at doing kids educational shows where they're in a controlled environment, where they're not going to be, you know, if you've got the personality to be performing and you want to add an extra couple of revenue streams, then doing kids shows it's a great. And when are you going to go into schools and do kids and do educational shows when you're not out doing weddings and close-up dinners and corporate gigs? It's a it's a win-win really. So yeah. Like I said, we've got a few ideas and a few things that are hopefully going to be happening with those. And yeah, it'd be good to get them rolling and open up a few opportunities for people to diversify and expand. I'm a firm believer, like I do it myself. If there's a trick that I don't particularly use or do, like the linking rings, for instance, and I'm always playing with them now, I think you grow as a performer, you grow as a person, you grow especially as a performer if you learn things that aren't in your comfort zone. If you push yourself. I remember once I was doing a night at my magic club, and it was a close-up night, and I wanted to do something the club had never seen me do before. So I learned the egg bag, and I added my own little twist to it, my own little spin to it, and I did it, and I performed something. And now all of a sudden I've worked out a whole new routine that I can put into my shows because I've pushed myself to go in a direction that I wouldn't have normally gone into.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's
lesson
great.
Here, end of the lesson.
So when's your next Wayne's Wednesday's Wizarding Wonders?
Wizarding Wonder. It should be next week, next Wednesday, a week tomorrow.
Cool.
So, and that's, I don't think we've edited it yet.
No.
But that's, if it's the right one, then it will be a trick that I didn't even know about. This is more for the older children than the younger children.
What age group do you think?
I used it with the 9-year-olds the other day, and they liked it, but I did have to explain it quite a lot. I would say like 10 plus. Although the little ones will enjoy it, the older ones will get it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then as well as that one, there's 2 tricks on it. The other trick is a recent live launch event effect from the last 6 months.
Yeah.
So yes, 2 amazing tricks. Oh, I've not seen that. Oh, wait, whistle. Is that
we sold out of that now.
Have we? Have we got more coming in?
Yeah, we sold out of that now. I'm not sure if you can still get it.
Is that the
but
one with the
I'll have a
beer
look.
mats?
It's,
Yeah.
So it's.
Oh, you're muted.
Yeah, your mic's gone. As it ain't run out of charge, is it, or something?
It may have run out of charge. It's you can hear me now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I think his first one was wet your whistle or something. No, sorry, the first one was watch your poison.
That's it.
Yeah, I think we still might have a couple of those. I'm not sure. But they're wicked as well. I spoke to someone the other day, and they're good just to have in your like glass cupboard at home or something like that. When you got people coming around, you can just go in your glass cupboard, get out a few beer mats, and just do some of them. And it won't look out of place at all, which is cool. But yeah, it's nice to have just bits of magic scattered around your house. I know a lot of people have. I know someone watching called Laurie. He's got a lot of stuff scattered around and stuff where, it happened to us personally the other day, even with just a lung tester.
Oh, that was so funny.
As soon as it's there, people point it out and think, what's that? And you go, oh, it's just some lung tester that divers use. It's really difficult. And then you just get them with that, and it's just things like that where people point them out and you've got something you can do with them, or you do just reach into a cupboard and grab out something. It's wicked.
Yeah. Yeah, that was great with our nephew. Our nephew was here the weekend, and we've got a lung tester just on our cabinet in the front room, and it was just perfect. So he just went, "What's that?" Yeah, it was great.
Well, I've actually got a bespoke lung tester. Jordan made me a special one because I helped him sell a load of them, and it's got Darth Vader on it.
Oh, really?
It's got Darth Vader's helmet on it. Yeah, he made it.
Oh, fantastic.
I was so chuffed. I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's wicked. And then go on.
So thanks, Alexander. Yeah, I don't think, I didn't create Zoltar's opener as a magician for it. It was basically designed for me. Like all my stuff is, it's just designed for me as something I can work. So I never really expected the method to to fool people. In fact, you know, even if the amount of times I spoke to you, Wayne, and various other magicians just saying chances are I won't release it because I don't think the method will impress magicians. And you said, but it's not about the method, is it? It's about the trick.
No.
You know, and that's what it is.
You weren't going to release it. The first time you said to me, I don't think I'll release it, I was gutted. And I was like, no. It's such a... And now I've got one. I always have too much stuff on me anyway when I'm working. I like to have extra tricks and stuff. But this and Butterfly Effect, they were no-brainers. They went straight into the, it went straight into the repertoire because they're so easy to do, and B, they've got such potential for entertainment quality.
Yeah.
You know, that's where it lies. It doesn't matter about the method. It doesn't matter about whether it's going to form it's a working method. And so, to be fair though, saying it's not a magician fooler, I have fooled a few magicians with it.
Yeah.
Because as soon as they realise they can name any card,
yes,
yeah,
they start going.
And it's just, I love the story that comes with it. You know, for something that's so simple, it's just great to have a built-in story, and that's one that can be on your side. You know, because you won't forget how to use that one, even if you don't perform it for another 10 years. You know, you'll just remember it, and there is such a good story with it, and it's different. You know, instructions on the box is different.
And it's the way, like I said, the way I used to do it, and hopefully if I start performing again and we can get people to pick cards, which I think you can sort of now, I'd place the card as I used to, face up in their hand. I show them the other cards get put away in my pocket, and then they turn over their card and it's the only one with a different colour back. And it's got that amazing layperson reaction. They turn it over, see the different colour.
One thing I'll quickly add there, what I did the other day was I put the cards back in the box, and then whatever their card is, I just place it back in the box as the last card. It goes in the back, and you're reset, ready to go.
That's it.
So there's no, so you don't have to sort the deck out. Literally, so if this is the card, where is it? I've got two there. This card comes out, they go back in, take the card back, and then it goes in as the back card, and I know that I'm now reset and ready to go to the next table.
Yeah.
Or the next group.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you everyone that's picked one up. There was a few people saying they've got one, and you're going to have that at least a month or two before anyone else, because it's not going to go on public release for a while yet, so it's hidden on the site. But yeah, that's great. And guys, that brings us to the end of this live.
Already?
Oh
Yeah.
Fast one. There's some good stuff in there though. That trick at the start.
You what?
Have you done all the trailers?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, you only done 3, haven't you?
Well, one of the trailers wasn't a trailer, was it? It was the announcement of the live launch.
Oh, of course. Oh, I'm looking forward to that. Yeah. Yeah, of course. Yes.
Are you joining us for that one? Are you coming online for that? You usually pop your head up on some of the live launches.
If you would like me on there, I will be on there. If it's deemed, if I'm deemed, then yes. I'm excited about this month. I think it'll be good. Actually, because you told me about upcoming live launches, and they're all exciting. They're all, but yeah, this month I am excited for, and it is a great work, and it's one that people will love.
Yeah, and it's. Do you know what? It's great. 'Cause I've got Harry and Andy who are in the shop, like making sure everything's going out to people as well. But what people don't realise is both Harry and Andy are also very much involved in the manufacture of these things and getting the designs done. We've got a trick coming out later on this year, which Harry done a big part of the design work for, which is that's all I'm going to show you. But yeah, and we've got a few other bits, and it's it's really great. We've never, as a company, we've always had good releases, I feel, but we've never had this regular top class releases, and like I said, we've got this big announcement coming soon. We've got another range of magic that we're talking about releasing and getting into at some stage, which I'm discussing with Wayne at the moment. So it's just getting bigger and bigger, and the range that Alakazam will be umbrellaing is going to diversify as well, which is great. Really, really good.
It's exciting.
So yeah, it is really exciting. Really, really exciting.
And of course, it means more work for Harry to do.
Yeah, get him working.
Nightmare.
Andy, come and say hello.
Andy, come and say hello. Hello.
Hello, Andy. You're
Are you
right.
excited for the Rick Holton Academy?
Is that a G.I. Joe
Very
t-shirt?
excited for all the
Dan?
academy. What's that?
Andy,
This
can we
is-
see your
yeah,
t-shirt?
Yeah, so
Is it
it
supposed to be,
says,
is it G.I. Joe?
that's it, yeah, that's our real life heroes.
That's awesome.
Sorry, Harry. What were you saying, mate?
I can't remember. Just something probably about it's so exciting, something like that. Oh no, I've got bits and bobs to do here. Then I'll send out the Zoltars that you guys have got. So the post is open for another half hour, so I'll try and get them all sent out for you guys. You should have them by Thursday.
That's great. That's great. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do. In by the end of this month, we are moving all of this back into the studio. So even though we've got a big setup in the studio, I've got our portable setup here, but it is all going back into the studio. So our lives and everything will be happening back from the Alakazam studio. But what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and look to see if we can set up a camera in the shop as well. So we can get Andy and, well, Harry will most certainly be joining me on the live, but so we can get Andy maybe demonstrating a few bits as well and stuff like that. So we're gonna rethink our studio setup in the future as well. So yeah, just a lot of exciting things happening at the moment. It's just really, really good. I'm really happy, and you know, the Alakazam community, we have got the best community in the business without a shadow of a doubt. So thank you all for joining us and just being so
friendly.
Being so supportive and friendly, as Harry said. And remember, guys, if you're not a member already, get yourself over to the Alakazam Discord.
Yep.
It's free to join.
We haven't got anything
24/7,
on this
365.
We haven't got a speaker this week, but hopefully I've got a couple of people lined up for the next couple of weeks. I'm just waiting to hear from them. And of course, we had Andy on last week. He did a stellar job last week, an amazing job last week. So yeah, there's lots happening, and of course, there's people on there chatting all the time. So
Yeah,
come
100%.
over, say hello, don't be shy, come and meet us. Really, it's a nice place to be.
Brilliant.
Sweet.
Right.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
So, guys, that brings us to the end of this week's Alakazam Live. I will say that we've got Alexander Ross. No, not Alexander Ross. Andrew McCrory has said, how many Zoltars have we got? If you get paid Friday, we should have enough. Shouldn't be a problem at all.
So, yeah. We haven't got loads, but I think because we've just shown it to you guys on the live, we're not really pushing it elsewhere. So yeah, it's just sort of a little preview for you guys.
Yeah. We have been showing. I have been showing it on our dealer dems, though. That's the thing. The whole idea was it was going to be available to dealer dem people before anyone else. So, but yeah, if you want one, they're on the site. We have got them in stock, and Harry will get it out to you as soon as possible. Right. So, guys, thank you very much for joining us. Wayne, thank you as always, my friend. Harry, you need to get some Zoltars out in the post to everyone.
I know, mental. The crate is filling up. I can see it out there.
Right, guys, thank you so much for joining us.
See you next week.
See you later. Cheers, guys.
Right, so guys, that's it for this week. We will be back next Tuesday. And remember, on the 29th of this month, We have got the next live launch 7 o'clock on Facebook and YouTube as per usual. And also remember that the shop is open. If you would like to come down and visit AlakazamMagicUK, just give the boys a call and they will book you in and you can come and see the magic done live. So here you go. I'm going to leave you with the information on the next live launch. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for all your support. Hope to see you on the Discord. And if you're not a member of the AlakazamMagicUK product development Facebook page, go and join it. But I'll see you soon. Thanks, guys.
In 2009, we here at AlakazamMagicUK released an effect that took the magic world by storm, and now it's back and better than ever.